It's weird that it worked as well as it did. You have
That
girls, I
is.
have boys.
Yes.
And I have boys who literally, if they mention another girl from their class at the dinner table, they're teasing each other. You have a crush on so-and-so. And
Right.
and it's like, but they all just, there was the first meeting where they all like kind of look down at their shoes and it's like, hi. Nobody says anything. And then 2 seconds later, they were off playing hide and go seek. And
Yeah, like really fast.
when you watch them play, they're all like the same kind of weird. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of The Parent Chat. And I'm really excited for today's conversation because I find as an adult, it's hard to make friends, especially friends who have kids, your kids' age, so everybody can hang out together. I found that friend, and his kids are really good friends with my kids. So I kind of found that unicorn that I'm looking for as an adult. And my friend is none other than Brian Baumgartner. You know him as Kevin Malone on The Office. Brian and I actually met on the golf course a couple of years ago, and it's a friendship that just clicked, and even better, a friendship our kids had click as well. So I'm so excited for this conversation with him on The Parent Chat. Hi, Brian. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Dylan. Thank you so much for having me today.
I feel like I've done all of your podcasts.
Yeah.
So I thought, we've talked about golf, like we've talked about all the other things, but we've never actually talked about how we jive as friends and our families
That's
are friends.
true.
So that's kind of what we're going to get into.
Yeah.
But not everyone knows how we actually met.
Oh, I mean, this is not a proud moment for
To
me.
me, it is.
For you,
to
it
me,
is.
It's why we're friends, honestly.
I think that is true.
Yes.
Yes.
So a little backstory. It's the Hilton Grand Vacations Tournament of Champions.
Free shout out, HGV.
Yes, it is a golf tournament that we play in January.
That is correct.
And it's the first day is a random pairing.
Yes.
And we were randomly paired up for that Thursday.
We were.
Yes.
Yes.
So on Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Oh, we had the meet, like the party.
Yeah.
And I introduced myself, or you introduced, either way, like, oh, we're playing together on Thursday.
Yes, but let's be fair. I mean, if we're going to tell the story, we had like politely nodded over
Yes.
the years.
I don't think so.
Like run into each other.
You wouldn't have nodded at me.
I nodded.
I don't think,
No,
because I haven't.
if I'm being clear, like I nodded, but thought I'm not really going to engage with her. I'm just being honest. It was just like, hello.
I don't know her. She's
Today's
around.
show host.
She's like one of two girls in the whole tournament.
Hello.
So, yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Yes. But you came up. We
Yes.
started chatting.
Because I now had an in to say, hey, we get to play together.
Yes.
So then we go to the rules party that night.
Yes.
And it was an easy conversation, right?
Vibing.
Yes, we kind of clicked.
Yeah.
So we clicked to the point where you actually invited me out to dinner, this big dinner. Like
The next night.
Not just me. It was like, it's
Yes.
a big dinner with a lot of the people that are playing in the tournament.
Yes. Am I supposed to look at the camera or not? Just okay. Local guy who is it? But we're telling them a
That's
story.
true.
We
are
know
telling
the
them
story.
Yes, that's true.
It's like I feel like we should include you.
Yes.
So local guy hosts this big dinner and so we were vibing, and so I turned to one of the other athletes who participated in the tournament, and I was like, I think Dreyer, I think we should invite her to the dinner. I think she should get an invite.
Yeah.
So I invite you to the dinner.
And I had already ordered room service because I was not going to this dinner. Like,
Yes.
it's the end of a long day. I'm tired. I don't really feel like mingling. I ordered room service. I was in my PJs, like just ready to stay in for the night.
Yes.
And you somehow tracked down my number like an
That is right.
absolute stalker.
I went to the tournament. I said, I'm trying to invite, this is an important part of the story. I'm
Yes.
trying to invite Dylan Dreyer to this dinner. Can you put me in touch with one of her people? I need to let her know where the actual address is
Yes.
for this dinner. That was
it.
it.
Yes.
Yes.
So then you call and you
Yes.
say, listen, like,
Yes.
just this dinner is incredible. Come to the dinner. It ended up being like the best. So we're sitting there and you're across the room. Like, we're sitting across a giant table
This is
and
where
you're
the story
across
turns
the
bad
room.
for me. Very bad.
Very
for me.
bad. And he's talking to me and he's like, Catherine, blah, 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 blah. And like, da, 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 da. And I'm like, oh yeah, and I answer the question. And he's like, so Catherine, blah blah blah, and I'm like very
But
like
we're across a 30-person table, and
yes,
she's across the room. Like you're 10 feet away
yes,
across this table.
yes. And most people don't address you as often as you addressed me in your conversations, but you kept addressing me as Catherine. So I said across the room, "What's my name?" You panic.
That eerie silence that you're hearing right now is exactly what happened in the room. So everyone is having conversations, they're drinking wine, everything is great. And then she just goes, "What's my name?" And everyone stops and looks.
You can't find my name anywhere in your brain.
Can't find it. Can't find it and can't find it anywhere. And actually, we know now there's another woman who plays in the tournament,
Yes, her name is
Catherine
Catherine Tappan,
Tappan, and I
and
was
we look
not.
similar.
Yes, and she was like your
She
best
was like, she's,
maid of
yes, she was in
whatever.
my wedding. Like,
Yes.
she's a very good friend of mine.
And I just somehow the wine, I don't know, like I just switched. But again, the important part is I had tracked down Dylan Dreyer's number.
You
I
knew
didn't
my
call
name.
Catherine Tappan. I knew your name. But in that moment, the only thing I could think to say was, "You can't ask me that. Why are you asking me that?" Because I'm trying now to put on a
Yeah,
show
yeah,
and
of
make a
course.
joke about it because I can't. It's just gone. So she laughs just like she's laughing
Yes.
now. Everyone laughs at me. And then potentially the most awkward move that I made
Yes.
was
I'm leaving the restroom
I
and
went she went to the bathroom and I followed her after, and as she came out of the
and you're
restroom,
standing there and you're like, I know your
"I
name
know
is
your name
Dylan
is Dylan.
Dreyer.
Look," and I had my phone. I was like, "Look, look, it says, what's Dylan Dreyer's number? What is Dylan? I need Dylan Dreyer's number." Yes, that is how we became
But you
friends.
know what? I'm naturally very shy. I'm not good at mingling in big situations. I'm like a wallflower. I kind of sit back. I'm not like I don't go up to people and introduce myself. I don't talk to people.
Me too.
So the fact that that you don't need to. The fact that I during that whole like name thing, I was able to be myself and
Right,
joke and knew you wouldn't be offended and I knew I could kind of make the joke.
right.
I that's what clicked for me.
And we played the
Yeah.
next day, so like the next morning, we played together
Yes.
and had a good time. And yeah, just I mean, really started hanging out that whole
Week.
that whole
Yeah.
week. I mean, I think then I invited you and your entire family on
On
vacation like
vacation.
by the end of
I
that
know.
week. I was
I
like, "So
think
what are you guys doing?" Oh, it was
yeah,
yeah.
because that summer we went away
That's
together.
right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, like, I find it hard to make friends as an adult. Like I make friends with people I work with, but you don't work in a typical office like besides the office, you
Not
don't work in a
anymore.
typical office situation where you're with the same people all the time.
Right.
So, do you find it hard to make friends as an adult? Do you even care?
Your second question is actually very interesting. I mean, of course I want friends. I think what is challenging and what has been great about our relationship is really everyone acts a certain way, becomes a different or shows a different side of yourself. I'm not talking about being fake
Right.
with who you're with,
Mhm.
right? So I golf. I've got golf buddies, right? I've got work buddies. What has been great about getting to know you is what is really difficult is finding friends for my family, like
Mhm.
family
Right.
friends. When I was on The Office for 10 years, it was very different. And we were very much a
Like a
family and we were
family.
doing stuff together. But now we've all moved away and
Mhm.
live in different cities. And now those kids are older. And yeah,
Well, that's what I think is interesting about our friendship is you live on the West Coast and I'm in New York. I mean, it's not like we're neighborhood friends that we can
yes,
kind of pop over and see each other every once in a while. But I feel like I have seen you more often than I see some folks who live up the street. And our
right.
kids have seen each other more often. And I don't know if it's just because you happen to come to New York a lot for work.
It feels like an unbalanced relationship that I don't feel like you've been out to
We have
California
not
yet,
been out there
which is
once.
kind of
Oh,
an
because you're
important
always
point.
here. And it's like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
just let me
let's
do it.
take advantage of
Yeah,
that
just let yeah, I'll
situation.
just do it. I'll take care of all of it for you, Dylan.
And then I remember when I met your wife, Celeste, like she and I just connected
Right.
right away, which I think then it kind of solidifies the friendship, like the family friendships. I don't tend to be somebody who's friends with a lot of girls. I'm more of a teasy, joking, kind of like always making fun of somebody type
Right.
of friend.
Right.
And Celeste is the same way.
Right.
So, like, immediately,
Right.
we just had the same sense of humor, and it just, that also clicked so well.
It feels like your shared humor is in part making fun of me. I don't
It's
really
true.
know how I
It's
win in
just
that
so
whole
easy.
game, but it's just so easy. Um, not that you can't get serious, because we do
Right.
have serious
We do,
conversations, but
yes. You tell me your stories, I tell you mine. You try to help me with my situations, I try to offer advice for yours. And there's just like a back and forth that happens that's like, you do talk a long time on the phone, but I mean, it is like a,
it's
a
my
fun hour-long conversation, and there are a lot of takeaways from it. But
well,
even the kids are like, "Oh, are you going to answer Brian's call right now?"
what? This happens?
Because it's around dinner time, and they're like, "Yeah, but if you talk to him, it's going to be a long conversation." And
Yeah, but that's the thing. That is the problem with the West Coast, East Coast thing. I
the
mean, I'm not
timing
saying
never
something.
works
The
out.
timing is real. Those
Yeah.
3 hours are really difficult. Like
Yes.
by the time I'm sitting down to like end my day, you're
Yeah. I'm
asleep and you
asleep.
wake up early.
Yes. What made you invite us on vacation? I mean, a week-long vacation as families.
I don't know. I just knew that it would work.
And
I
it's weird that it worked as well as it did. You have
That
girls, I have
is.
boys. And I
Yes.
have boys who literally, if they mention another girl from their class at the dinner table, they're teasing each other. You have a crush on so and so, and you have,
Right.
and it's like, but they all just, there was the first meeting where they all like kind of look down at their shoes, and it's like, hi, hi, and nobody says anything. And then 2 seconds later, they were off playing hide and go seek.
Yeah, like really fast.
And when you watch them play, they're all like the same kind of weird.
Yes.
Like they get each other's like weirdness,
Yes.
right? Like does that the things they're laughing at, the songs I get stuck in my head that they made up together as a group.
Yes.
And like I still to this day say Parmesan water. And it's
Yeah.
like just a silly little thing they came
Yeah.
up with while they were eating Parmesan cheese and drinking water. Like
Yeah.
it's that's what I think has made it so special. But I do think it's interesting the fact that they only see each other a couple times a year,
Right.
and they don't have to deal with the dynamic of like the day to day.
My girls are coming to New York City to visit the city. We wanted to come, but all they want to know is like, when are we seeing the boys? And it's also funny, there's never hear the names of your kids. It's like, when are we seeing the boys? That's all they're like
Boys.
wanting to know, the
Yeah.
boys.
And that's all they want to care about. Like, so we moved out of the city, so we actually have to get a hotel in the city because
Right.
it's the first time we've ever done that. And it was a no-brainer. It was like, well, I don't want to just see them for dinner. Like, I
Right.
want to hang out with them.
Right.
And I mean, I think we could take them to every show in New York and go to every nice restaurant, but all they really want to do is like
Just hang out.
find a place to play.
Yeah. I guess it was just amazing instincts. Just total, like,
Nailed it.
I just nailed it. Yeah. But I do think that we have struggled with finding people that both my wife and I would jive with, and
Mhm.
also that have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes, I mean, they're like, we have great, or like, like, I don't know if I'm supposed to say people's name, but like the
Yeah.
Jaskos, like they're great. They have a 9-month-old.
Yeah.
Like that, my kids are not. There's not going to be any
Right.
experiential increase for them
Mhm.
going to the beach because
Right.
it's a amoeba.
Mhm.
So I no, but
I think you
I
called their baby an amoeba.
I don't know if I'm using that right either. I think I was trying to think of a different word.
Do you ever think, as our kids get older, have you seen The Summer I Turned Pretty?
No,
Like,
I mean, yes, of
so
course I
it's
have.
not everyone has.
Okay, I haven't yet. I haven't yet.
It's the gist of it is these kids who grew up together,
Right.
who then all of a sudden they turned pretty one year, right?
Okay.
And it's like then the relationship triangle's set up and there's all of that. Because we were eating dinner the other night And I was talking about you guys are back in town and everybody's going to meet up. And there was teasing happening like, oh, you have a crush on,
Yeah, right.
and it's like, no, you have a crush. No, you have a crush. And then Rusty kind of chimes in. He's like, well, nobody plays with me. And I'm like, that's not true. Everybody's playing with you. Like, I wonder, I don't know, does that cross your mind or is that me just being a
It
girl?
hasn't really, or it hasn't been a concern at this point. Um, yeah, I mean, things will change,
Yeah.
but no,
But I'm
I
like, loving
haven't.
is,
You're
sorry,
weirding me
I
out.
know, it's weird, but that's like what, I don't know, as a mom, I think about. Like, I'm
Right,
always thinking about like the boys as they grow up.
right.
But I don't
I
want,
don't think
because
about that. I just want to keep them just right where they are.
because I want, like, and that's what where I'm at, because I love this relationship that they have.
Right.
And I find one of the things that works for us on vacation is we have a very similar parenting style. There's a lot of we talk to our kids as if they're not kids, right? Like, we joke with them, we tease them,
Right.
we let them figure things out on their own. And I think that is something that's also really special, to find somebody who kind of parents the same way.
When I'm not terrifying your children. That is another story.
Oh, we'll get into that.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
When we went on a ski trip, I mean, ski trips are not easy.
They're
There's a
not.
lot of equipment.
There
There's
is.
ski school, there's rental stuff, there's a lot of moving parts with gloves and hats and scarf. Like, there's a lot. One thing that we were referring to before that did happen on that ski trip. Poor Ollie.
But
Like,
this was not me. This was Ollie needs to buck up.
Ollie
I'll have
does,
a talk with him.
Ollie does need to buck up. In in Ollie's defense, your voice is booming.
I have a loud voice.
You have a loud voice, and you also your sarcastic voice
is loud.
is loud.
Yes.
And when a 5-year-old doesn't realize you're kidding, it's terrifying.
Yeah. Very quickly, America, across the globe too. We were like, yeah. So the day before, alone, and this is alone, me alone with 5 children, taking them to ski school, and you've got the gloves, and then they drop the gloves, you got to have the boots and the thing.
Yes.
And because we were there late, we were like walking from a parking lot, and it was pouring down snow, and it was very bad and uncomfortable. So I said, like, hey, we got to go earlier so we
Yeah.
don't have to park that far and can do the thing. And so I said in the morning, I was
Next
like,
day.
guys, let's go. We've got to go. I want to be out of here by whatever time. Apparently, this frightened
Well,
Ollie.
Ollie loves breakfast. Okay,
Yeah.
so he's taking his sweet time eating breakfast.
Yeah,
And
needs to
you're now
hurry up.
yelling, "We gotta go! We gotta go!"
No, but I wasn't saying
So
like,
I said, "Ollie,
we have to go. I was saying like, guys, come on.
gotta go.
You're killing
You
me.
can't miss the carpool
We
line."
can't miss the line.
So I told Ollie, I said, take your bagel or whatever you're eating, take it with you. Just take it with you. You can eat it in the car. It's no big deal. So I convinced him to do this, and he's going. And you yell again because now, like,
I don't
still
see-
nobody's leaving, but you're like, guys, we gotta go. We gotta go, in your voice. And Ollie comes back holding his dish, and I'm like, are you all right, buddy? And he's got like his cheeks are
God,
shaking
you're
and his
make-
eyes are welling up
God.
with tears. And I said, you could take that with you. And he just shakes his head like, no, he's just
This is
just
not
shaking
fair
his
to
head.
me.
He's just shaking his head. I said, why? You could take it. He's like, I said, did Brian yell at you? He's like, oh, and then he just like
Oh
the
my
waterworks
God.
just come out.
And I just like turn around the corner and I see that and I'm like, oh God, no, please don't.
But you're still like, let's go though. We
Like,
gotta go. We
okay.
gotta go.
And
But-
now I'm gonna have a talk with him. He's
Yeah.
gotta buck up.
he does have to buck up a little, but it comes up every once in a while.
That?
Well, just
My yelling?
the yelling. We joke now. It's a joke. He does joke.
Oh no. I'm gonna yell. The first thing I see him, I'm gonna yell. Ollie, come here.
I think he'll be ready for it.
Okay.
Yeah. So one thing that comes up, I think, when traveling,
Yes.
and I'm in an interesting situation, paying for things.
Right.
Because so it's like, even with us, there's this dynamic where you're renting a house, either way, whether we come or not. And you were very generous with inviting us to come. do you find I contribute enough? Or is it a little bit like you and Celeste are talking like, she's
No,
so
no,
cheap.
no, 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 no.
Really don't want them
No, it's
coming
not that.
because
It's always confusing because I know you're a billionaire. You work for NBC. You're on television every day. I'm the one that's unemployed in this situation. I don't know if you noticed.
you have a
No.
publicist. I don't.
Shout out. I no, I don't. No, I feel like you are very generous in your contributions. There's not any like, I feel like it just works out really well.
Yeah. Again, we kind of have like an unwritten, like unspoken sort of
Yeah,
dynamic when it comes to things. But if you were to give advice for people traveling together,
right.
like how do you work that out?
I don't really know. I mean, I think, again, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but you coming out to California might not be a bad idea with your kids.
I
But
did send you a care package.
you did.
I don't think you've used anything in it, but I sent
No, I
it.
see you.
It was
I
a
have.
very thoughtful care package.
Very thoughtful.
Yes.
It was really
You
appreciated.
really have to use the extra large electric griddle.
I know.
Like, take it out of the box and plug it in.
Okay.
I promise you, breakfast will be so much easier.
Breakfast is a dream.
Pancakes.
Free shout out.
To what?
I don't know.
Breakfast?
Extra large. Extra large.
Breakfast gets a shout out.
Breakfast griddle. I don't know.
See, now that's the other thing. We do want to come out to California, but how do we invite ourselves?
You're invited.
To
to open
period.
it. Yeah, we've talked about this. Don't lie to the
No,
people.
I'm not
Come
lying
on.
to people, but like you could
yes.
say in passing,
Oh, like, oh yeah, hope you come out sometime. No,
Yeah.
that's not how I said it.
because we want to go out
Yeah.
and visit.
Great.
Yeah.
All right.
And we want you to come to our
What
beach
are you doing
house,
Christmas?
which you actually nothing. So I do think it's funny that like
I came to your house on the beach.
I wasn't there. Oh no, you did. That's right. There was a
Weird.
time I wasn't there.
I think I've been there multiple times. Only once you were there.
Yes.
Yes. I didn't break in, by the way.
In
I was
context,
invited.
you were flying to JFK and like
Going
needed to
somewhere
go all
else.
the way out to Eastern Long Island, like way
It's a
out.
long
So like
way.
we were kind of
Yeah.
like a little halfway point for you
Yeah.
to kind of just like chill out.
Well, then again, that's the money thing. You didn't charge me rent.
That's true. For one night.
Rent?
For,
Not rent.
For 6 hours.
What do you call it?
Oh,
Hotelage?
Airbnb.
Air.
Can
Yeah.
you just fill out this form, please,
Yeah.
Brian, before you spend the night? So one thing we like to do on this show is talk about like little parenting confessions, parenting
Okay.
wins. And
Oh boy.
is there any confession you have that like besides, bringing my son to tears is anything maybe you feel a little guilty over?
Beatings. Beatings. Endless beatings. I feel like I'm from Georgia. It feels like it's
Oh yeah,
fine.
it's just the
It's
way you
fine.
were raised.
That's a joke,
Yeah.
America. um, um, confessions. Do I have any confessions of things that I do badly?
Like what? No, well, like one of my confessions is I kind of hate the playground. I really don't like playing
Oh, I've got
like
one.
imaginative
Oh, I've
play.
got a really good one. I haven't taught my girls to ride a bike.
You haven't. Can they ride a bike?
No.
Oh, they can't. It's not like somebody else taught them.
Who else is gonna do it? It's not me. Who else? Please
Celeste
give me
would
their
do it.
number.
I
Yeah,
taught my
right.
kids.
Give me their number.
So wait, why? You just don't feel like it?
No, it's just I don't know. I don't know. They just and it's I don't think about it, right? Like
Hmm. But you live
they like
in a
their
warm weather
scooters.
climate
I
all year
do,
round.
but I don't live in like a cul-de-sac.
Okay.
Well, like where are people learning to ride their bike here in New York City?
Well, New York's a little different, but there's sidewalks.
Yeah, there's no sidewalks where I live.
But there's streets. Like there's got to be
There's
a
no
quiet
streets.
street.
Yeah, but that requires like loading up the
I feel like
bike.
people in your like neighborhood are riding around.
Dude,
on
I
golf
feel
carts.
guilty
They're
about
not
it.
like-
Why are you taught? Like,
No,
what
I'm
are you?
I want to set you up for success.
I've tried. Like, I try. It's not like
Yeah.
I've never done it. I feel horrible. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
They can't. They
That's
can't
a
ride a
good
bike.
one.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not good. They should
No,
ride a
it's good
bike.
confession.
It. Thank
It's
you.
not a good thing.
No. sorry, last thing I'll say about that is something I'm proud of. They're like, as you know, big water kids. So they're like, that is kind of their thing
Yeah.
anyway. The ocean, the
They're
pools,
very brave in the water.
they'll do anything in the water and have been in the water since they were very young. So I don't know.
Like that's the trade-off. But I will say the bravery your kids have in the water increased my kids' bravery in the water.
I'm sure.
Because the one place we stay in the summer, there's just like a really high ledge that's really just part of a staircase that's not meant to be jumped off of. But that's the kids
That's the
see
only
it.
thing they
The
want to do.
only thing they want to do is jump off this. Like I stood up there and I don't like jumping off of it because it's scary. It's high.
Yeah.
And sure enough, within like 5 seconds, Calvin and Ollie were jumping off of it. And last summer, Rusty was determined to jump off of it. He's got the swimmies on, right? Like he's got some protection. And I was so proud of Rusty this summer because we told him exactly where to jump. There's like this little drain that's like a target, right? Like just everybody knows to jump near that drain because that's the safe spot. And sure enough, he did it.
I know.
And it's like, and then once he does it, like he wouldn't stop. But I mean, I think also being around, like if your girls were around like the boys who were riding bikes, I think then they would be more inclined to try it.
Yes.
So I
Oh,
think
for sure.
I think kids kind of feed off each other in that way too.
Can your boys teach them to do it? Or will you actually?
I could.
Yeah?
I would love to.
Great.
I mean,
Done.
because I've done
Can I
with
send them
Calvin.
out for a month?
It wouldn't even take that long.
Okay.
Give me 2 weekends.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it does hurt, and I'm not the nicest person when I'm teaching you to ride a bike, but
You
you'll
yell?
get it. And I'm
Do you
also,
yell? Like,
I don't,
to Ollie?
I'm more like,
I was doing
I
a
don't know. I
callback.
guess
I was
I'm
doing a
muttering.
callback.
Yeah, I don't yell at Ollie.
okay.
No, he's the sweet little.
I know.
He's the sweet little one. Thank you so much for
Thank
hanging out
you.
with us. This was so fun.
It was great.
I feel like we talk golf all the time on these podcasts.
Yeah.
This is the first time we got to like do
We didn't
family
really
stuff.
talk about that.
Well, that was a fun conversation. I'm glad I got to introduce you guys to the Brian that I'm friends with. And, just remember, you're not going to be friends with everybody, but there are going to be people that you click with. Friendship should be easy. You should be able to be yourself. So, not search out those people, but those people will stumble into your life and be open to it. And make some friends when you can, but don't force the situation. Just be you, have fun, be natural, and those friendships will fall into your lap and it'll be nice and easy. So thanks so much for watching. I would love to hear some of your comments or any questions. Be sure to DM at Today Parents or follow me on Instagram or continue to comment below here. Just love to hear from you. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.